All right, welcome back. It's your boy Gak Cognac here. All right, we're gonna do another pickup video because you already know that's all I do. So, first things first, I'm doing my morning routine, offer up, scrolling around, and I see some lady. She posted up. What was it? I don't think much people looked at it and cared what it was because it had an old school Xbox 360, the Fat Edition, and then there was a Xbox OG, you know, OG Edition Xbox, and she put it up for like $50. So I messaged her because I noticed that the Xbox had two Duke controllers, and man, those Duke controllers, they're going for like 25 a piece. So I told her like, hey, like I don't really care much for the OG fat 360s because they burn out fast with the red rings. So you think I could get just the OG Xbox for 25 with the two Dukes? And she was like, yeah, I'm cool with that. So let's pick this big ass thing up because it's heavy as hell. Oh man, I totally came unprepared. All right, there it is. So yeah, so here is another OG Xbox I picked up, and I already tested it out. This one works even better than the other one I had, so I don't have to worry about fixing anything out of it. So yeah, because I went over there, got them. So got two Dukes, not one but two. And I've been wanting one of these Dukes because I started off my Xbox, OG Xbox, with the Duke controller. So I basically had one of the beginning launch editions. But I still got it like a year out after it came out. And man, I always say, I was super surprised when I got this big ass thing when I first got the Xbox. But because my mom, any given Sunday, would have never considered like buying one of these unless it was like my birthday or something that warranted her to actually get some pricey ass items like this. So I think one day it was at Walmart with my cousin, and I was like, hey, there's the Xbox right there, you know. I was like, you should get that. It plays DVDs, it goes online or whatever. And I'm not sure, maybe my mom was in a good mood, or she got a bonus, I don't know. But basically she's like, all right, let's get it. I forget, I think it was like $229 at the time. I forget how much the Xbox was when it first came out. But I know it was like $200, I think. So basically, we picked it up, and like me and my cousin looked at each other like, what the hell just happened? Because even my cousin knew, like, man, your mom would never freaking agree to buy nothing like that. But somehow she just got it, and from that point on, I've been an Xbox guy. So like, I kind of just won me over because it had better graphics and all that stuff. And so yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep the Duke controllers. So I'll probably sell off the Xbox, but I really wanted the Dukes, man. The Duke Nukem controllers. So definitely something amazing, and these are in good condition too. So pretty much the lady had wanted to just clear out stuff because she wanted to move out. I forgot where she's moving, Ohio or something. So she actually asked me before I got to ask her, and she was like, I got some other stuff. So she said, I was like, what you got? I'm always up to buy new stuff. So she's like, I got a Dreamcast, and already that perked up my ears. I was like, a Dreamcast? So she yanked it out, and I do have the cords for the Xbox as well. So throw that on the side. So she's like, got the Xbox with some games. And not the Xbox, I got the Dreamcast with some games. I cleaned it up a little bit, but it was already pretty clean. So she had a bunch of games for it. They initially came in these these generic boxes. So what happened was like the box had just the front manual in there, and inside had the disc, but it don't have the backing to it. But that's fine. I mean, I was like, how much you want for them? And she says, I don't have any controllers. I just have the cords and the games. How about 15? I'm like, damn. I was like, okay, I'll take it for 15, man. That's a damn good deal. So I took it, and I already have a Dreamcast with like 4 controllers, so perfect, you know. We'll see what I'm gonna do with this. I don't know yet. So I'll show you the guys the games. I actually went to Goodwill and bought like some jewel cases to put these in so they could look better. Because Goodwill was like selling them for basically $1 a piece. Because on Fridays they do half off on like purple or orange or blue, you know. And so basically they were $1.99 per album, CD, whatever the hell it is. I just wanted the jewel case, so since they're half off, I bought them off for $1 just to put them in. So one of the games I got is the earliest Rainbow Six game. So that doesn't have anything but just a disc. Ultimate Fighting Championship. So one of the first UFCs. I own that already, so these probably I'll bundle up. Sega Tennis 2K2 with young Venus and Serena Williams. Man, I didn't know they were like around for that long. Let alone I didn't think they would be on the cover back in the days. So, look at this. We got Drew Brees. I didn't realize Drew Brees has been around for this long. I only just heard about him from the Saints. That's how much I keep up with the football and all that. So there's a lot of sports games. I told her, I was like, I don't really care for the sports games, but whatever. Virtual Athlete 2000. I didn't get to peel the parental advisory sticker off of there, but I think it looks cool like that. So, stuck that on there. Camera Virtual Tennis. Virtual Tennis is actually full and complete. I don't have that. Here's a good one. Dead or Alive 2. So, I remember this was one of the first games I played on Dreamcast, and it looks so damn good. If you plug this in right now, this game stands the test of time. As in graphics, gameplay, and all that. So it's just a manual, but I do own this. I think my other copy is at home where my mom's at. So basically I got a better version because I only had the disc as well. So at least I'm halfway there. I just need the back part of it. So I'll keep that. I already got Crazy Taxi, but that came with it because, you know, that was the staple of Dreamcast. It's either Crazy Taxi or Sonic Adventures. Echo the Dolphin. That's good stuff right there. I never got to play this version, but I do remember the old school ones. Pretty damn cool, man. I think this may have came out on PS2 as well, or it might be another version, I'm not sure. So, I'll definitely pop that in to play around. It's got some more sports games. Sega NFL 2K2. So, not interested in that, but it's alright. Oh, here it is. Is this Randy Moss? Yep, Randy Moss right there. That's old school. Even I know that name. He played for the Raiders or something like that. That's how I know. Anyways. Tomb Raider, Last Revelation. I got that already. So, I got the jewel cases because that way, you know, it looks a lot better if I do bundle it up and sell it back. So some I'm going to sell, some I'm going to keep. Alright. So that is... Well, I got the cords as well. So I tested it out. It all works. And actually, I think there's a game in here. There's Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. Pretty interesting because the new one just came out. Alright. So, I've been having a blast on that, by the way. Yeah, that's the Dreamcast. $15. Like, probably my best score yet. You know, you thought like $20 SNES was cheap. At least this came with the cables and some games. 15 bucks. That is a steal. So I was like, yeah, you got anything else? You know? And she was like, I got this PS3. So I actually got Fusion Frenzy that came with an Xbox. Sorry, I didn't get to bring that up earlier. I got everything just all over the place because too much pickups. Also, I forgot. I got a memory card with it with the DVD remote. So, yeah. So memory cards, DVD remote, all that. And then, yeah, she's like, I got a PS3. And I'm like, really? This is in really good condition. Like, there's barely a scratch on this thing. So it's a slim model PS3. And HDMI with it. What else I got? And it came with 3 controllers. So this one's kind of like missing the grip, but it still works. Red one's always cool. I always like red controllers. And then the basic one that comes with it. So 3 controllers, that, and came with Minecraft. Some more sports stuff. So I guess the husband liked to play sports games. So NBA 2K13, 2014 FIFA World Cup Brazil, Phineas and Ferb. So I'll probably keep that out of the whole lot. Even though I don't know anything about that cartoon. Pretty popular amongst the kids. FIFA Soccer 13, MLB 13. So almost all the sports of the 13 era besides the Madden. So yeah, came with a couple games, and I was like, well, how much you want for it? And she's like, shoot me an offer. I'm like, man, I don't like being put in that position. But I was like, well, all right, I got the Xbox 25, I got the Dreamcast for 15. I was like, how about 30, And she was like, I could do 30 since you got all this stuff in here. I was like, cool. So I basically got all this stuff for, what, 65? And, she showed me, like, she had a Wii U and all that, but she's trying to keep it. And basically, she had everything but the console itself, because she said, like, somebody, like, stole it. And I'm like, I kind of feel for her, like, no one likes having this shit stolen, man. It's just a fucked up feeling. So, given the fact, like, I had a pretty good track record of pretty much selling some stuff to a bunch of people that had their console stolen, and basically I was able to replace it. I do like doing that, man. It's just a good feeling. So, good karma, too. So, yeah, I got all that for 65, like I said. And I told her, I was like, alright, I'm always looking around, offer up. And I'm like, you know what? If I come across a Wii U, because I do come across a lot of those, and I get one for cheap, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna look for one for you for cheap, because I know, like, just trying to buy a console, and she says even she like try to look on eBay, it's like 120 and up, just for the unit itself. So I was like, I'm gonna help you out, So after I left, I went and looked on OfferUp, and I seen a guy. He had it for like $80. Nah, I didn't know if anything was wrong with it or not. But I figured, hey, he marked it down once already, and I'm like, I don't know, maybe he's just trying to get rid of it. So I said, would you take 60? And the guy replied pretty quickly. He was like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm free the next morning or whatever. And, really nice guy. So I met up with them. And he actually took the time, he wiped everything, and it was really cool. So I was able to pick up, which I just got, this Wii U. I want to give a shout out to Jesus, I believe. He's the one that hooked me up with this. So I told him about, my YouTube and what I do. So, I got the Wii U right here. And, he even said, like, it has some scratches, but that's normal. Like, a lot of these Wii U's, they take up some punishment because, you got stuff all on top of it and it scratches it up. And these clear gloss plastics, they just take a beating, I never really cared much for the clear gloss, but pretty much came with everything. He wiped it for me. I just checked it. It worked pretty good. So, got the sensor, got the HDMI, power brick, and the charger. So, what more can I ask for? It's for $60. And, you know, me and Jesus, we chopped it up right in front of Trader Joe's where we met up and, you know, had a good talk. Like, guy was definitely a cool guy. You know, he's trying to get some money and stuff. And I told him, I was like, hey, you know, if you don't mind, I'm actually like, you know, gonna hook somebody up with this Nintendo Wii U basically. Because, you know, she got her stolen and stuff. He was like, oh yeah, that's cool what you're doing, this and that. So, and that's what I'm gonna do, you know. So I already contacted, you know, the lady. And I says, hey, you still interested? You know, I got the freaking Wii U, you know, for $60. If you want, you know, I'll drop it off to you. Just give me like $5 for gas and we're good. And I was like, pretty much, you know, you took good care of me. You hooked me up with a lot of good stuff and none of it was broken. Because a lot of times I get some of this stuff is like broken and I gotta fix it. It's in perfect condition. So I got a good deal. I figured I'd return the favor. And come to find out, like, I paid $65. I sold this back to her $65, basically get everything for free. So it worked out. You know, it's like a wash. So good stuff. You know what I mean? So basically what I'm gonna do is, you know, I'm gonna clean this up, wipe it down, probably buff out the scratches, make it look good for her, you know. People just deserve good things, you know. But most people just don't want to do it. This, you know, since she doesn't need this, I'll keep. That way I have two. Because this is in really good shape. Like, my boy just, he kept this in good condition. I know it's missing the stylus, but everyone's always missing the stylus. Like, when I first got mine, I was missing the stylus. So, you know, this is good to have. I definitely keep this on the side. And she doesn't need the extra cords. So, I always usually stumble across, like, a Wii U with no cords and all that. So, it'll work out. It'll definitely work out. So, I've got that right there. And yeah, you know, so do a little cleaning on this and we'll continue. Always got my alcohol. All right, get my alcohol right here, wipe it down, sanitize it. So I do to all my consoles. But it's in overall good condition, man. Runs great, plays great. There's barely any dust in it. It's only the scratches, so you took care of your stuff pretty good. I give it to you. I've seen some really beat up ones before, man. And this is by far a beat up console. So, there it is. Put that to the side and move on. So, you know, this isn't a pickup video, or at least a GAC Cognac pickup video, if I don't pick up a PS Vita. Because that's all I've been doing, right? So, here it is. Somebody listed another Vita. And that particular Vita I got, for 85. Yeah, 85, and it came with a couple of games. Actually, 4 games, I believe. Yeah. So this particular Vita, like, I wanted this one anyway, so I'm keeping it. It's a really good condition. Like, man, almost no scratches on there. Brand new almost. And it's a slim one. So I've been wanting like a decent, slim, good quality one to keep. So I sell the other one because that one's kind of beat up and scratched. Even though that's my boy's Vita, but hey, you know, I like having my stuff, you know, good. So put that up there, and comes with like 4 games: Star Wars Angry Birds, MLB 14, Unit 13, FIFA 15. Can I get a 16? But no, came with those. I don't care for the sports, but these two, I do have this unit 13, but that'll be bundled. This will go to the collection. Like I said, 85 bucks, you can't beat it. And he even gave me a genuine charger. Like usually the slimline ones, you know, they just give you a generic one with a USB B charger or whatever. So this one came with all that, and so definitely that's gonna stick with me. So I'm happy about that. So this is gonna like stay on my pile where I want the stuff. Like here, let's take out the old one. Take the old one out. And the old one's not bad either. Like it's still in decent condition, but always gonna trade it out. You know, if you get something better, that's just how it is. So swap that out, put that right there, possibly sell that, and see where it goes. Yeah, so let's put some of this stuff down. Alright guys, last but not least, well, I found like an assortment of games and controllers and stuff for like pretty much everything. It was posted up by this lady for like 25 bucks, and it was worth way more than 25, so let's get right to it. Pretty much she gave me everything in this bright green little container, so we're just gonna empty out the contents. First thing is it came with it's called Sadie's. So this is supposed to be a headset, gaming headset. Doesn't look too expensive. I don't know anything about this. I'm not a big computer gamer, so I rarely use headsets and I rarely play online games like that. So never had the need to use it. Next thing that comes up is I think it's the OG Xbox wireless controller. Never heard of this. It's called Yobo Gameware. Well, it's missing the wireless receiver, so it's not really worth much, but whatever. Next up is a wired 360 controller, one of those rock candy ones. Missing the dongle, the breakaway piece, so not worth much, but I'll hang on to it just in case like I have a bundle with an Xbox 360 and I might invest in one of these dongles. So next up, same thing, but I needed this anyways. It's an OG Xbox controller, S controller. Also missing the little dongle breakaway piece. So I'll probably just spend the $5 or whatever it costs online and order a couple. Put them back in. I did that like a few years back and I ran out, so I need to order a few more because a lot of times these controllers are always missing. So even the Duke controller was missing one of them, so I gotta order 2 at least. Anyways, next up, let's do some of the games. First game up is NBA 2K16. Unfortunately, this one is broke, but at least this one's the one that broke, because this one really is not worth anything. So next is NBA 2K17. So the next game up. Still not worth much. So I don't know. Maybe I'll trade it in at GameStop, bundle it, whatever. So right now, 25 bucks. The thing that worth the most to me is probably this, which is probably like what, 10, 15 bucks you can get for. NCAA Game Breaker 2003 is the next game. A little scratched up, but I don't care about this game. To me, it's probably worth under $1. And then we got a Wii U game, Nintendo Land. Also not worth much. At most like a $5 game. So, I mean, at this point, I probably got my money's worth, but here comes the nitty gritty stuff right here. I got Grand Theft Auto 5 right here. And that's PS4. I do own a copy already, so I think GameStop still give you like 10, 11 bucks for this, so I might just trade that in. It's always good to have. Next up is Assassin's Creed Origins. So I might keep this, try to look for a box for this for myself. Got some fingerprints on there, but easy to wipe off. I heard this was pretty good, but I kind of stopped playing Assassin's Creed, since Black Flag, so I don't really know any of the other games. Here's where the money's at. This is where the money, this pays for everything right here. I'm in the plus right now. Oh, it's actually in alright condition, so. But this is Wii Sports. I come across Wii Sports a lot. I probably come across one like every other week. So I don't know why this game is as expensive as it is, because if you ask me, it's still quite common. But maybe not for some folks, because I've seen people try to sell it for what? $30, $25 to $30. GameStop's crazy ass is selling it for like $34.99. Crazy. So there's another game, Super Mario Galaxy. I come across this a lot too, but it's still worth some money. So I might take these to GameStop and sell. It's in decent condition. So that's money right there. If I would just account what I have now, so that's like 50 bucks right there. 60, like probably like $75 worth of stuff I'm already at. Next up, I got the Resident Evil 2 Deluxe Edition. That's always good to have. So for 25 bucks, man, I got some good stuff with it. So I already have Resident Evil 2. It's in good condition. But I mean, I don't know. I might just sell the game itself and keep the box. I'm not sure, but good shit. And after that, I got PES, Pro Evolution Soccer 2013. I'm not a soccer fan. Game's in good condition. I think this game is probably the successor to Winning 11. That was a pretty popular soccer game for the PS2 era. And last, I got Mortal Kombat. I think this is Mortal Kombat 9, I believe. So I have this game. Where's it at? Yeah, I have the complete edition, so I probably won't even need this one unless I'm looking to just add to the shelf. And it's in decent condition. Just some fingerprints in there. It's got game content download. Oh, somebody used it already. But yeah, it's complete in box, so not bad for what I got. I guess I'll just throw some of this stuff back in here because I won't need this stuff. I can find a way to get rid of these. Keeping that. So I'm happy with what I got, man. Like I said, $25. You can't beat it, dude. And hey, with all the stuff that I got, most of the stuff are cheap items, like very cheap items. So I mean, what else can you ask for? So far so good for this month. I do have a lot of stuff coming up. It is getting hard to manage because I've been picking up so much things, so I do got to break it up into probably weekly pickups, or at least 3 or 4 days, because I'll have days where I just score a bunch of stuff in 1 or 2 days, and that's probably what happened right here. So be on the lookout for future videos. I've been noticing that I've been getting a lot more views and subscribers and stuff, so I appreciate the follows, I appreciate the likes. Talked to a couple of people on there, and they're showing a lot of interest and telling me how they like my work, so I'm glad. Keeps me going, so I can continue making more good stuff for you guys. So as usual, Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, leave some comments, and subscribe. I'm almost getting to 100, man. Almost there. Never thought I would make it. So, yeah, I will see you guys the next time. This is Gak Cognac signing out. I'll see you laters.